Hi and welcome. Today we are going to read about uh, uh, an inspiring personality, that is Helen Keller, under the category Great Minds. In this category we have read about Albert Einstein earlier. Today we are going to explore about the life of Helen Keller. The lexile range of this passage is about 610 lexile to 800 lexile, and it is mostly based on the length of the sentence and vocabulary. The students are expected to pause the video and read carefully, take down notes, or record difficult words that they may encounter. The very first sentence: imagine what life would be like if you weren't able to see or hear. The very first word, imagine, please do not go into imagination and begin imagining something. It's a local comprehension and you need to read carefully so that you can respond as per the context. Proceeding further, after reading about the early life of Helen Keller, let's see be careful that you're able to read mixed fractions. 1.5 years old. If you cannot read, make a note of it. The word contracted over here means inflicted or affected with a particular disease. The word communicate means to talk or to convey one's meaning. Frustrating means anger or pent up anger. Tantrum means anger. Throwing tantrums means showing or expressing anger. Let's read further. This word is pronounced as Perkins Institute, and his name is pronounced as Ansylvian. Proper nouns can be pronounced in a different manner. Let's proceed further. Students are expected to pause the video and read. Frustrated, the meaning has been explained to you. Anger, maybe not able to do something out of that, growing in anger. This word is pronounced as braille. Look out for the contextual clue for a difficult word that is used in the passage. Contextual clues means that difficult word is explained maybe next in the passage. So read carefully for such kind of explanation. This word is pronounced as ecstatic. Redcliffe College. Massachusetts. You can see that Helen Keller did not live an isolated life. She had gone to college. She graduated. She wrote many books. You can see that she became an activist, a social activist, and she worked for people with disabilities. Now let's proceed further and work on the exercise. MCQ, work on with the procedure of elimination. Eliminate the most incorrect answer and narrow down your search to the correct answer. Pause the video, go back and read the passage. Read the question carefully. Do not respond in one word or half a sentence or a phrase. Try writing the answer in a complete sentence or maybe 2 sentences. Try writing about the person in a complex sentence. Complex sentence means when you combine 2 sentences with a connector. Read this question carefully for information. You will find all the information in the text except one sentence over here. You need to select that one sentence which is not applied in the given passage. We move on to the vocabulary. CBSE gives vocabulary that is a controlled vocabulary. They would definitely give for the meaning and ask for a word. Over here it's a controlled practice. That means you are given a word and the meaning is also given. You need to match. For example, for the word braille, let's see what word matches best to the word braille. I guess it is a system of raised bumps on surface that people are blind can read with their fingertips. So D, I'll bring the D and write it over here. In the same manner, all these words are to be attempted. Braille, castatic, tantrums, techniques, advise, persevere, vibrations, grasp, activist, inspire. Let's go back and look at our options. What is given to us? A help or guidance from a knowledgeable person, a person who campaigns for social change, keeps on going through something which is very difficult, a system of raised palms. Understand or comprehend, outburst of anger or frustration often by a young child. Encourage, motivate, the overwhelming excitement or happiness, tremors or quavering with that occurs when sound travels, methods or strategies for mastering a skill or task. Let's move on to the answer key. Let's self-correct our answer and evaluate our responses. The correct answer is D for the first question, and the correct answer is B for the second question. For the third question, the response is given. It is not clearly stated, but Anne Sylvian had got an operation done, and that is how it is mentioned that she was formerly blind. You can see the question is connected with a connector, that is who. The response is connected with a connector, that is who. Question number 5. Only option B is the odd one out. That means she did not live an isolated life. She became an activist and she helped others. Let's proceed to the next part. The answers are mentioned next to the word. For Braille, the option is D. For Kinesthetic, the option is H. Tantrums, the option is I. Techniques, the option is J. Advice, the option is A. Perseverance, the option is C. Vibrations, the option is I. Grasp, the option is E. And for activist, the option is B. Inspire, the option is G. Now let's proceed to writing. After reading an inspiring passage, let's see who has inspired us in our life and who has made a difference to us in our lives. In the article Read to Great Minds, Helen Keller, you learned how Helen Keller overcame the challenges of being a blind and deaf woman with the help of two amazing women who served as her teachers and friends. On the lines below, write about someone who taught you something valuable in your life. You could write about one of your school teachers, a coach, a music teacher, a tutor, or even one of your parents or older siblings. Write what they taught you and why it is important to you. Thank you.